Welcome back to Artist Spotlight, where New York City Pride sets the virtual stage for queer artists. I'm your host, David Correa, and I am so excited to get into it tonight. Do you ever feel too fill in the blank? You know, maybe it's too masculine, too femme, too tall, too short, too queer, too thin, too thick, too juicy, too fabulous. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. And our guests tonight are living proof of that. They are walking contradictions to what society has deemed as normal. Issa and Odessa are more than just a duo. They are soulmates. And my soul is living for these unicorns of rap and drag and pure fantasy. So please welcome to Artist Spotlight, the Dragon Sisters.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hi. This is my sister Issa.
And this is my sister Odessa. So glad to be here. Hi, David.
Hi, you look fabulous. I'm living for these shirts.
You flatter us. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, by the way.
So kind of you.
Of course. I'm so excited to have you here. We are really excited at New York City Pride to have you with us. So why don't we get right into it? Tell us who you are. Who are the Dragon Sisters?
Well, the Dragon Sisters are your New York City premier hip-hop showgirl duo. And we're giving you everything entertainment and more.
Yes. And tell us, how did you both find each other?
So we met in North Carolina at North Carolina School of the Arts, where we went to dance conservatory and then both transitioned to SUNY Purchase.
We've been side by side literally since the first day of school at North Carolina School of the Arts.
Best friends, soulmates,
collaborators, business partners, and rap duo.
It's so incredible that you found each other, two really beautifully creative people who just found a love for music and art and dance and rap and just celebrating yourself with so much confidence. So I applaud you for really like stepping out and saying, hey, let's do this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For us, it's really just funneling everything that all of our skills and bringing together all of our experiences into this one being, or these two beings.
So for us here at New York City Pride, it's extremely important that we celebrate and elevate queer artists, especially those that spend a lot of their time in New York City. How has New York City influenced your work?
Well, Issa's actually from New York.
Yes, before we met in North Carolina, I grew up in the Bronx, and New York is basically my heart. New York is where I'm from. It's my foundation. So it definitely has influenced my work, just providing support, providing that hustle, that grind, that mentality of going to get it, being, you know,
a BX girl.
A BX girl.
And I am actually not from New York. I'm from Virginia, and I think Issa and I both say a lot that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I think that's true for a lot of different reasons. And one being that it's just so full of inspiration and art that you'll never be able to see anywhere else in the world. I mean, the people that you meet, the opportunities that you'll be able to get, the things that you'll see just walking out of your door, it really does, after me living here for about 11 years, it shapes who you are, and it really changes how you create your own art.
Yeah, I feel like too, we pride ourselves on our versatility, and I feel like New York City is the best place for that because you have a bit of everything. You have influences from everywhere. Everybody passes through New York.
And everything's represented here as well.
Absolutely. Representation is everything. And for queer people of color, like me, like you, it's so important that people get to see and hear us and experience our creativity, experience our joy, experience everything that we have to give.
Absolutely.
Let's get into your work. The EP, Fine Print, dropped earlier this year. It is a vibe. We'll talk about the vibe, the track on the EP later, but in general, talk to us about the project, about the fine print. What got you there? Tell us about it. What inspired you to produce it?
Well, me and Issa actually have been writing for years now. And, growing up as two queer kids, like not really finding that role model existing in pop culture as a hip hop artist, we always felt like that wasn't our lane or our journey. So it was always feeling like, we had all these like creative ideas and we were writing all the time, but just felt like there wasn't a real lane for us. And then we just decided after we decided to become the Dragon Sisters, to take it full force and be more bold about what we were saying and how we wanted to be perceived and taking control of our future. And I think that's really what propelled the idea and the completion of our first EP, which is the fine print.
For sure. The fine print is a love letter to our future. We say it's a prophecy, it's kind of where we see ourselves as basically paying homage to where we've come from and our ancestry and our experiences and kind of catapulting and springboarding into where we see ourselves.
I love that. A love letter to your future. That's great. Let's talk about one of my favorite tracks, The Vibe. It's a vibe. Tell me about it, because I was listening to it. We connected on Instagram and I was listening to it and I was like, I'm like into this. It's so good. I'm vibing to it, but I'm also kind of moved and I'm inspired and I'm angry and I'm like, what? Explain it.
Well, The Vibe, which is our single, it is a bit of a spell, as witches as we are. It is a spell that just kind of, it influences one to be more confident in themselves. It influences one to feel more than they've ever felt and to feel bigger than they've ever felt and to be bolder than they've ever been. Give her the vibe. It's give yourself the vibe as well. Give yourself that confidence, give yourself that self-assurance, and give your sister that self-assurance. Give her the vibe, and give your community the vibe and always move with positivity. You know what I mean? It really is like, we all want to just be on that good wave, that good vibe. And that's where we're trying to go.
On a side note, I remember Side to Side. Side to Side is actually my Grindr name.
Which I just found out.
Fun fact about the lyrics for The Vibe.
Wow.
Which my Grindr is no longer active because I'm happily in love.
I love a fun fact. That's great. Well, I can't wait to catch The Vibe live when we can get back in person and seeing it. So I want to know, what do you want folks to walk away from or walk away with when they've seen you live?
We want people to walk away with a little piece of us, a memory that you'll never forget and a feeling that you'll always carry with you. And that feeling that let me get in this group chat and tell all my friends about what the fuck I just saw. It really is. We want to give you the greatest experience that we could possibly give. Issa and I rehearse tirelessly from 10 to 5 every single day of our lives. We meet up every single day and work hard on our craft. And we want that to be seen and represented. So we want people to walk away with an experience of excellence.
Yeah, it's definitely a moment. I feel like the Dragon Sisters shows or the Dragon Sisters experience is definitely about sharing energy, about changing the energy of a room.
And also that, we also want to provide the space for people to feel like they can do it as well. Just like we decided to do, get up and feel your fantasy. You know what I mean? Get your own rocks off as well, because that's what we're doing.
Yes. Well, tell the people where they can find you, where they can hear about your next projects. What are you working on? What can we expect from the Dragon Sisters in 2021?
Well, you can find us, the Dragon Sisters, on all social platforms at the Dragon Sisters, and all cash sharing platforms at the Dragon Sisters, and all music streaming platforms at the Dragon Sisters as well.
Yes. Also, find our merch if you DM us on Instagram or email us at thedragonsistersbooking@gmail.com. And we will be updating you on our upcoming performances. We have a few virtual premieres with our visual EP coming out soon, working on a few campaigns as well. So look out for that.
Yes, you can find us actually premiering a live performance through the Tribeca Performing Arts Center in June. We'll be pre-recording a performance that really blends our backgrounds in contemporary dance and our future as hip-hop artists through an evening link work. You'll be able to find that on streaming through their platforms exclusively. And then we're also premiering our visual EP of the fine print this May with Give Me Dance, which is an organization that gives to the community through the arts and has allowed us the opportunity to share our visual EP through their platforms as well.
Yes. Well, thank you for spending time with us today. I am so excited to continue to follow you. I'm a fan. You have me as a fan from now on. You have New York City Pride as a fan. So
thank you.
Keep us posted on everything that you're working on. And we have a performance to get to.
Yes, we do. And I hope you enjoy it.
Here we go.
All right. So we'll be back with the performance from the Dragon Sisters. But thank y'all for coming. And I appreciate it. Much love. And I can't wait to see what you have coming for us in the future.
All right, everybody. Give it up for the Dragon Sisters.
That's what I do, is my job.
Side to side, anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the team, stay on my good side. Good with the ring, stay on my good side. Good with the team, stay on my good side. They on my good side, stay on my good side. Give her the vibe, side to side. Anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the team, stay on my good side. Good with the ring, stay on my good side. Good with the team, stay on my good side. They on my good side, stay on my good side. Give us the vibe.
What is it? You don't want that 5? Drop and give me 50 if you really got the drive. You could have a 10 if you willing to survive. Put you on that frequency, currency, the vibe. Issa design, fuck with my pride. Know what you getting, it's never implied. Issa design, never fuck with my pride. You know it's never implied. Cackle at y'all, but all jokes to the side. I'm dignified and overqualified. See nothing but excellence on my side. Exclusive, the lessons that we classify. You know the vibe, hold up. You could touch me only when specified. Stay on that scene, bitch, you'll know. If you could get on the ride.
Side to side, anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the team, stay on my good side. Good with the ring, stay on my good side. Good with the team, stay on my good side. They on my good side, stay on my good side. Give her the vibe, side to side. Anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the team, stay on my good side. Good with the ring, stay on my good side. Good with the team, stay on my good side. They on my good side, stay on my good side. Give us the vibe. I've been sipping propane, I've been in the goat lane. We've been in the 2-door, swerving in the whole lane. I-95 south, mapping out my racks now. Last time I checked bars, worth a few stacks. Man, took it to the west, Snoop Dogg with the low lean. Shot it back east, Biggie Dream with the whole team. Rhythm good, so I re-up on. House fat on the hill, you can't pull up on. Pull up on, pull up on. Nicky did it with the pink print, put us on. Put us on, put us on. And I never let a whack nigga get up on. Get up on, get up on. And I never let a whack label sign me on. But you could get up on if you could put us on. Side to side, anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the team, stay on my good side. Good with the ring, stay on my good side. Good with the team, stay on my good side. They on my good side, stay on my good side. Give her the vibe, side to side. Anything you want that cookie provide. Edible arrangement, coke on the side. Dragon hot box, don't burn me, don't try. Good with the
Thank you for tuning into Artist Spotlight. Please follow us on all social platforms at NYC Pride. And stay tuned to our website for updates on Pride 2021. Remember, it is Pride 365 days a year. Happy Pride, y'all.